mess with CJ Park on the track?
I feel like it was too loud. I feel like it was too loud. Not him, but the music was too loud of a nigga. He was just going 100 miles.
Oh, that was my cousin.
Ain't that CJ?
No. It's a new edit.
I say you got your keyboard on you, but I ain't seen you bring a keyboard on you. You got a pedal? Use GarageBand?
Yo. Wait. You're...
Yo. This is the mic you was talking about now?
Alright, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, like
this, no, this is Rob.
Sipping drink, lighting on the flip. Niggas see me fucked up and get boy chick. Now I'm in my own bag, boy. You can get your own shit. Fuck me over, I'ma get it. Tough talking, I'ma hit it. Now I laying in the pudding. On the stone without the bitch. Got some soldiers in the trenches. Couple shorties smoking niggas. Got some bitches riding too. Big lips and heavy stuff. One shot to disconnect you. Upper body to your neck. Give a fuck who you with. New pack, who's bitch. Double D in the doobie. In my head acting goofy. Then that Eddie finna do me. Touch the brains in the smoothies. Watch the power bitch and groovy. Couple dots make a move.
I would tell him to go halfway through this
Feeling like Donnie
and
Trump.
change his cadence up.
Bitches by the cool. Green shot that doom. Getting not more cool.
And then I would add like a very gentle effect. I don't know what the effect would be.
a
But I
voice.
add a very gentle effect to his voice.
You got oohs and ahs on there? Like on the keyboard? Or did you just hit one note? Instead of playing the chords, play the chords, at the same time have play the chords with the voice too, but just real low.
Yeah, I can see that.
But not even all the way through, just like
No, just for that like certain part.
like
Like the second half of his verse.
on the floor you could do that. Just 3 chords.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, bitch, I'm back, and I'm sipping on that yak. Get up this hoe. Told Shorty got it called a friend. She knew I was born for this. Told Shorty I was born to win. I done fucked up and got it all again. Told Shorty I ain't
Who is
called
that?
hey, bitch, I'm
This is my
back,
cousin.
and I'm sipping on that yak. Get a pussy boy wagging, you know that's a fact. Had to get up on my
Oh, I got work tomorrow?
Cause I got up on some racks. I got the juice on the Mac, the ops know where I'm at. But I stay around max. I leave this shit flat. Nigga, more get gang back, get gang. Get your bitch back, back over like, let me get that. I ain't with the chit chat. I ain't really with the chit chat. Get the pack, had to flip that shit with the no scratch. Ain't no, I got a match match. I ain't never gonna phone that. Always be thumbing what racks. Be thumbing what racks. Hey.
Who did the music? You?
Or the beat.
When you get your pedal? You got that's a piano sound or a keyboard? It sound like piano, like ballad keys or something. No, that sound like a keyboard sound right there, like a synth sound. But the piano ballad keys is like You know, listen to a Whitney Houston song, a song from the 90s for a wedding.
Yeah.
And they got the keys, but they sound glossy.
Yeah.
Like it's bells in the background. That's what those sound like, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, either
It's just a synthesizer. It's basically like.
can you change them now?
Mm-hmm.
What sounds you got?
This sounds I've never even touched in this bitch before.
Sounds like a movie script, but it's really the real deal.
Orc, give us the flute.
I'd rather use it to make you dance!
Scoochie, drop top, right now. What's up? Wow. Hit back, go. VVS the rig. Might steal your bitch. Yeah. VVS the rig. Might steal your bitch. Tone that shit down. Ain't never ball like this. Tone that shit down. Tell me who can ball like this. Tone that shit down. Who you nigga ball like this? Tone that shit down. Tell me who can ball like this.
Pull up, froze up with the dough up. Chopper in the club, on care who show up. Watch looking like a glow up. Wanna throw up. East side, Boulder Crest Road, where I growed up. Hold up, little homie, turn it down. Cause the jury that you're rocking is for kids, I'm a grown up. Sand court side, right next to the owner. Looking so good, make his wife pick a phone up. Big old boulders in my ring, look like Fred Flintstone when he pick a stone up. If everybody got a watch like that, then why would I want that watch? I'm alone up. Damn near had a temper tantrum cause she got the car before I got it, and I really don't want her. You ain't never seen a nigga glow up like this, not a nigga that was trapping on a corner.
VVS the rig. Might steal your bitch. Yeah. VVS the rig. Might steal your bitch. Tone that shit down. Ain't never ball like this. Tone that shit down. Tell me who can ball like this. Tone that shit down. Who you know can ball like this? Tone that shit down. Tell me who can ball like this.
Put your man in CB, jury looking 3D, tryna be like me ain't easy. Niggas hate me, women wanna date me, cause I got on all these VVs. In that great thing, 2018, Rolls Royce truck, no reason. Water on my timepiece, brother than the Fiji, Park front of the St. Regis. Artists wanna meet me, ballin' like an athlete, but I ball all 4 seasons. Diamonds dancing just like breezy. Take it easy, breezy, go easy. Big stones in all my pieces. Gucci man stunt like Nietzsche. Jury so cold, I'm sneezing. Pull up South Beach, no ceiling.
Tone that shit down. Ain't never ball like this. Tone that shit down. Tell me who can ball like this. Tone that shit down.
How the fuck we gonna see all these new movies coming out?
They not coming.
They gonna all come out in a giant rush. That's what I think. They gonna come out.
I'm glad the movie's out because I wasn't ready to see that bum ass Black Widow.
I wanted to see Morbius.
I don't know if Black Widow's gonna be.
Bro, after Birds of Prey, I don't want to see no female-led movie.
I knew you was
As
gonna
long
say
as it's
that.
not.
But that's DC though.
Look at ladies.
Yo,
I'm
that
sorry.
shit
was
was.
gonna
Oh,
say
we gotta
that.
talk about that shit.
Look
now
at
we
ladies.
here.
Look at ladies. I'm sorry out there. I know y'all try to do what y'all, as much as y'all can, but y'all movies, a lot of shit y'all do is just whack. It's no oomph
No,
to
it's
it.
not that. It's
Trash.
that's not fair. It's just writers write terribly on certain.
Margot Robbie's
films.
production company did it.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. The
They
writers
were
on her
fucking-
team. I don't know
fucking
whether they
trying.
were all women or not.
They were.
Was that even canon? Was some of that shit even canon?
I have
Yeah,
no
sadly,
clue.
it was.
It was.
Wow.
How they fuck that up?
Bro, that's how you know. If you can see Robert face, you know they fucked that movie up.
How they fuck that up, bro?
How you got Harley Quinn? What was she chasing? A Mustang on rollerblades? I can't go that damn fast on skates. Oh, she was using Black Canary's motorcycle. I forgot. Bro, she would have. First of all, she would have twisted her ankle doing all that, but you know, it's a comic movie, whatever. I feel like her movie was too much like a Deadpool movie.
Yeah, they was trying to.
Bitch looking at the camera
Yes,
and shit like.
they were trying, but it wasn't good.
Like, girl, Deadpool. They wrote Deadpool to be like that. You supposed to be a character. You ain't supposed to see the cameras. Bitch laughing and smiling and shit. Like, get out of here. Killing men. That's my whole thing. That Huntress shit wasn't even all that cool to me.
It wasn't.
Like, I get you supposed to be like some badass female assassin, but it was like, really, you couldn't even come down Bailey with that bullshit. Your ass would have got lit up.
Would have got clapped.
Yeah, it just wasn't. It
Black
was
Canary was trash.
bro, all
She
the
was fired up.
characters were terrible.
Jabba Jaws, that's why.
They were all
Jabba Jaws.
terrible.
Black Mask, put it this way, he was flamboyant or whatever. Like, he was the one really acting, but it was like, he put on a black mask once during the movie.
He was corny, bro.
Yeah, that dance for me scene was
He
just a little too
corny.
much.
You know, he was just completely corny.
They said the movie was tackling toxic masculinity. I'm like, instead of worrying about making a good comic book movie, y'all want to deal with some social issues. Who made up toxic masculinity?
Y'all
just make a good movie. Like, don't
y'all
worry
niggas
about
ain't
all
even make a
that
good
shit.
movie yet. Y'all trying to go to social
We
realms
trying
like
to,
Disney?
let's tackle
Marvel
toxic
made
masculinity.
good movies before they even started battling social issues inside their movies.
Bro, when they said it was supposed to be Gotham City Sirens with Batwoman and whoever the fuck it is.
No, that would have been fire.
Yeah, but that was
They
David Ayer.
still-
No,
fuck
it
that
wasn't.
up.
The way
They
if that
still
shit had
fuck
had
that up.
everything
Hell
else the
no,
same,
because
that
Suicide
wouldn't.
Squad director's was gonna be doing that
Oh,
shit.
they
The
still
Suicide
would've
Squad
fucked
was
that shit.
ass.
If they was gonna have that shit set up the same way that it was set up,
DC, take this quarantine to do what you need to do.
No, so Marvel been
I mean,
doing
Warner
Black Widow.
Brothers.
'Cause
Warner
Black,
Brothers,
bro,
let them go.
I don't know why you judging Black Widow, the Black Widow movie. I understand the timing of it sucks.
I
that
think
it's
that shit
there,
gonna be fine.
but I don't
I think
think
it should have
it's
came
gonna
out
be
in
bad.
2013, right after Iron Man 3.
It should have.
I understand the timing is a little weird, but I don't think it's gonna be a bad movie because of
I
that.
think it is.
And you get to see Tony Stark again. So.
Who cares?
And
Fuck that nigga Tony Stark. No, I'm sorry, I can't say that.
That's the OG.
Dead ass.
The OG. They even came up with a new Hulk. I thought they was gonna use the Bruce Banner.
Bruh, that
I fucked with that Bruce Banner. No cap.
who?
The nigga that was.
Oh, Edward Norton.
Yeah. Nigga that
Yeah,
was
his Hulk.
running in the streets of where was that nigga at?
New York City.
No, Panama. In the beginning of the movie.
Oh yeah. I like what's the first dude name that did the Hulk? Eric Bana. His Hulk was giant.
Yeah.
His Hulk was doing the most, bruh.
Yeah.
Check, what was he doing? Running in the Grand Canyon or some shit?
Yeah.
Running around the Grand Canyon and fucking
wait,
throwing
what is
torpedoes
this?
back.
What are y'all talking about?
The Hulk from 2003.
Oh yeah.
Bro, was that? Bro, it was kind of corny, but that
And
was a
then
good ass Hulk.
They
bruh.
bitched this nigga in the Marvel universe, the MCU.
Edward Norton's Hulk. He
Dude,
wasn't,
because you know what? You know
he
what
wasn't as
pissed me off?
strong as
The
that other
color,
Hulk, but he
the
was
character,
nasty.
Yeah.
the character design of that Hulk,
Which one?
the original one.
Edward
If that shit had a got probably the Ed Norton one.
Nah,
Edward Norton, his was the most defined.
his was more shredded and more like a
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But fucking Eric Bana's Hulk
That's
was
how it's
like
supposed to be.
Eric
But
Bana's
between-
Hulk was more of a war Hulk type looking
But
nigga.
between both of those Hawks though, like that shit would have looked fine aged up. The one that we got in Marvel, like I'm saying with the CGI and everything like
Some
that,
gas.
as it progressed, that would have. I
And then
wouldn't
at the
have
end
hated
of that Hulk, they brought in Tony Stark. They brought in Robert
Eric
Downey
Bana.
Jr.
But Edward Norton wanted he wanted to write some of the Avengers script. He wanted to be a part of the writing team because he wrote some of the Hulk. So
that
like,
was a good movie, no cap.
But that-
do y'all think that was a good movie?
I thought it was
Which
I thought
one?
it was a good
the
movie.
one with Abomination in it.
Yeah.
It was okay.
But I think the 2003 version of that Hulk, like his power levels, like the sonic claps and
That's how it's supposed to be.
the mile leaps, it was like, bro, like could you imagine him fighting Thor? That's my whole thing with Marvel is y'all got Hulk, the strongest. He's supposed to be the strongest character, but I mean now it's Captain Marvel, whatever. But that whole Thor Ragnarok shit was just too goofy.
In the first Avengers, didn't they beat the nigga? Didn't Thor beat the Hulk or no?
They both have fights or whatever, but I mean they fought like what, twice?
At the end of the day, this nigga Hulk was a bitch in this MCU.
Yeah.
All he
It was
did-
like Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner, okay.
Dude, I think they gonna make She-Hulk the serious one, which is because they gonna play in the. I know, but that's what I think it's gonna happen.
You see his face.
Like the regular Hulk gonna be like the funny
It's
one,
so
and then the serious
cliche.
one is the serious one is gonna be
Ah.
the She-Hulk.
Wow, and then if you brought Hulk back with this arm,
They
and
not bringing him back.
and actually did some fire shit with this nigga, you can actually bring World Breaker Hulk up.
Bro,
in
what
this
I thought what would have happened in that movie was he said he separated or he binded his body, his Hulk's body with his mind or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought when he saw Thanos, I thought that would have really like had Hulk
Broke his
angry as
shit.
hell or some
Yeah.
shit.
That nigga was bitch as fuck.
Bitch, like
Nigga came in. What's good, everybody? Just chilling.
Yeah, that shit was just goofy. Like,
Speaking of Marvel, do you guys think that they gonna be like pushing some of this stuff back with everything because of everything going on now? Have they said anything that you guys know of? Because I don't know.
Yeah, they pushed back like for Marvel TV, Marvel Plus, whatever that shit is. Captain America, what's that shit called? Winter Soldier and the Falcon.
Yeah.
They pushed production back for that. They pushed production back for every movie that was being filmed. They pushed production back for like The Flash was supposed to film in April. They pushed production back for that.
Got pushed
Eternals.
back. So we basically for sure gotta wait till 2021.
Did y'all see them new Batman?
Like without a doubt.
Yeah, because Eternals was pushed back.
Damn. I was looking forward to that movie.
Really? They weren't done with they weren't in post production?
I don't think so. But even if they were, it was like all of that to work on. Like who? They got teams working on that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's one studio working on that movie exclusively. So it's like how many people? That's a whole company doing that.
Yeah.
But it's like it does suck that they can't record and like the Star Wars one is set back. It's like we didn't have to wait 2021 for everything, bro.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks.
Cause people gonna be a little iffy.
Dude, that mean the towards October, November of this year, it's gonna be dry. Cause nothing gonna be ready that was supposed to come out at that time.
Wonder Woman.
Like I take it, Morbius is pretty much wrapped, if not done, right?
Yeah, she's supposed to.
So like that'll come out. Wonder Woman, that'll come out.
Suicide Squad 2.
Is that this year?
Oh, that's next year, but it's still pushed back.
Damn, that shit. Yeah, and that's the thing about that. All of the basically 2021 gonna be 2020, and 2021 gonna be 2022.
Bro, why are they trying to do a Spider-Man 3 before Black Panther 2?
Appeal.
I knew it was gonna fuck up over the King when they got control of Spider-Man. Because Tom Holland said he wants Jason Momoa to play the Kraven. I'm like, that's a hell of a pick. You can get Roman Reigns to do that shit though. Jason Momoa, Aquaman.
Yeah, but Jason Momoa actor, so that's why he can get in that.
Him as the Kraven would be a nutty ass movie.
I don't know if I would like that.
I think the Kraven should look like Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying.
I don't want Kraven to be a nigga with a man bun that's 6'4". I want the Kraven to be like a nigga that look like
They coming out with his own movie?
No. Oh yeah. No, not an own movie, but since they have Spider-Man characters, the Russo brothers said they want to bring Doctor Doom and Kraven. But it's like, bro, y'all gotta come correct.
Doctor Doom is originally
Marvel.
A Spider-Man character?
He's everybody.
He's everybody.
Basically, it's supposed to be Fantastic Four.
That nigga done fought everybody though.
But everybody, literally everybody in Marvel has had run-ins with Doctor Doom. Because he's always in some shit.
That nigga's an evil maniacal.
That's why they gotta bring him in. Like they have to bring.
But
they bring him in. They done opened up the.
But they bringing in Magneto for him.
I can deal with that for right now.
No,
I feel like,
not Magneto the character. They're bringing in the guy that played Magneto.
Oh, I can most definitely. Didn't he play Doctor Doom before?
Nah.
In the Fantastic Four? No, it was somebody else.
That was Toby Kebbell. He was in the.
They sure do look similar though, God. Because I was just about to ask.
Michael Fassbender, that's what it is. But bro, him as Doctor Doom is nuts.
That's fire as fuck,
yeah,
boy. He's a
great
nigga. He did Magneto impeccably, boy.
And he was in 300.
And Magneto and Doctor Doom is kind of somewhat the same type of niggas. Kind of. Magneto just Doctor Doom just
similar. I can see you making the argument for a similar cadence in how he played Michael What's his name?
Magneto.
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender. But I can see how he could take some of those elements into Doom.
No, but they different though, because Doom, like Magneto, was all for his people.
Right. It'd be different.
So is Doctor Doom, isn't he?
Doctor Doom is only for his people in Lateria, only his country.
Yeah.
But Magneto was like, stop fucking with mutants, this and this. Doctor Doom is, if Wakanda got some shit that I want, I'm gonna infiltrate Wakanda, like he did in Secret Wars or whatever. Yeah. He infiltrated the water system to put nanobots in everybody's water, so everybody was a camera for him. So he got secret codes and shit because everybody had eyes as a camera. But Black Panther knew he just couldn't say shit because that way, like Doom would do something, but Black Panther already knew that, so he wasn't drinking from the waters or whatever. But it's like you got somebody doing shit like that just to get control of some vibranium. Mm-hmm. Like Doctor Doom is the one, like he should have been the main villain. I mean, I like that they used Thanos, but I wish Tony Stark would have been up with Doctor Doom though.
That would have been really dog.
That would have been fire.
Because that would have been good as fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been easier too to go from like a big event where it's Earth based into a space based, like a space. Like if Thanos was coming after Doom.
No, because Doom killed Thanos.
Nah.
Remember when, bro? Doom is.
You could have had Doom play a part in the Thanos part.
Yeah, but at the same time, you got Thanos. Yeah, like that's the crazy thing about Doom though, because when you got Thanos, an outer space threat, a galactic threat, it's like damn, how they gonna stop him? Boom, they stop him. But Doom on Earth, somebody that is more dangerous than Thanos, and he's been on Earth this whole time. That's really some scary shit. Cause it's like you got a nigga that got the power of God twice, and then found it beneath him, and then just got bruh.
Even though you would just be introducing Doom, the possibilities with Doom is like damn near endless.
I feel like they still have
he
to
just
have
can
one,
do a lot
one
of
big
shit.
more
Dude,
bad
he got
person.
the
and accumulate Doom in the background, like how you were saying. I feel like Galactus.
He got the Watchers.
I keep saying Galactus would be the perfect next.
Not the Watchers.
Big.
Yeah, Doom could be like Loki, but at least
like on steroids.
Yeah, but like evil, and then you have Galactus be the big bad.
And Doom is just in the background, just slowly accumulating himself, getting better, getting stronger, getting faster, whatever.
Yeah, because if they do that, like
because did he get the cosmic powers from Galactus at one point in time?
Yes.
Because
he wanted to be the hero. Powers. He got the Beyonders powers.
That will boost him up. OD.
What was that? Where he created the he had combined all the different universes. I can't think of what that was. What that little comic was called, but
yeah, bro, they need to have Dr.
If you just get that nigga time,
that dude,
Galactus, Dr. Doom.
Yeah, he like the evil Batman in that way. It's like if he got time,
it's over.
But that's the thing,
it's really no end to what he.
They should have
do.
I feel like if they had control of these characters sooner, like say around 2014, they could have been doing Dr. Doom.
That would have been over.
Because if you got, but my whole thing was, could you imagine Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. with Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, like them going back and forth, bro? You know how much money that movie would have made? Like Wolverine and Iron Man arguing with Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man being there, like guys, or Thor, like bro, like come on, bro.
That should have been perfect.
Hugh Jackman and Tony and Robert Downey Jr.
Dude,
because their characters they would have definitely hated each other.
I think I'm very curious to see what they got cooking for these next.
It's nothing that good.
Cause I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see how it could. Like I just don't see what direction.
Well, do you have faith in Spider-Man?
For some Spider-Man shit,
loosely.
I don't know Iron Man shit.
Nah, do you have faith in Spider-Man?
Loosely.
No.
Loosely.
I want to have more faith in that, but it's too much going on with Spider-Man.
I got faith in Spider-Man.
You didn't like the 2 Spider-Man movies that came out there.
It's not a matter of that. That's not why I say that.
Why don't
I say that because it's two fucking companies that's basically trying to split.
They came to an agreement though.
Okay, for now.
Yeah. That's all that. As for now, they can get that movie done.
I think we had this conversation on other podcasts. I think that the direction they was trying to go in with Spider-Man, at least on the Marvel side, Sony just getting their fingers in that and just kind of making it really difficult. Even though I think that if Marvel had that control,
if they was being difficult, then the agreement wouldn't have been
reached. Not yet, but like it's coming.
But I mean, what's name is already in the. Venom is already in the MCU though now.
High key. They talking about bringing all those
characters in. My bad. Since Spider-Man is part of Sony, he's in the Venom universe. Because remember in the Morbius trailer, when
Spider-Man is in there.
They had a Spider-Man poster up there.
Yeah, Spider-Man poster. But I was wondering why Michael Keaton was in the trailer.
Yeah.
He's like, "What's up, Doc?" But he was talking to Morbius. But he was Vulture. So you got Vulture, Morbius, Venom.
He's already in the MCU.
Yeah, so they already got plans to let all them characters in.
Those movies too make a big difference in my opinion, and I just can't say anything until I see them. I believe that they could get. I really do. Like I don't hate Sony because I think what they doing with this whole Spider-Verse thing, like I really think it could work. Like they could really floss this shit though. Like it's not fair to just say they can't.
No, they can.
They definitely can, and
it's got a way to make movies for villains.
Exactly, and the thing is like that's why I'm really excited. Morbius is probably the movie I'm the most excited for because it's just gonna show me so much in terms of like where this Spider-Man character could go. Cause then if that shit is good, and say he is the only character in the Marvel side of it,
that's not the only one.
Yeah,
so we can. I have faith in a couple of these characters.
Norman Osborn. Mark my words, they're gonna try to do a crossover with Norman Osborn in the Marvel.
Almost definitely.
I really feel like that.
He's gotta be in the
They
MCU.
need to.
Like
he might
before
be an Ultron
Venom,
level.
before
Ultron
Venom,
level
before
villain.
Carnage,
Okay.
before a lot of Spider-Man enemies, I think Norman
Just one of the
Osborn.
Avengers
gon-
movie
bro,
where they gotta come together to
They're
beat him.
gonna have the Green Goblin. They have
They
to
have
have
to.
Norman Osborn because who's gonna be the next big?
I think Spider-Man.
banker?
See, this is my theory. I think Spider-Man on Sony is gonna have Green Goblin, and that's where it's gonna start. But then Marvel, they gonna figure some shit out
And then
where
finesse
Norman
himself.
Osborn, specifically as Norman Osborn, so we might get like the what was that shit that he did
Iron
when he took
Patriot.
over Shield? Yeah, so we, especially with no Iron Man in the picture, I could see us getting that version with him and his own little defenders team or whatever they was called. I could see him doing that on the Marvel side, but then whenever it's anything with Norman Osborn, he could still be Norman Osborn on the Sony side, but the focus isn't going to be on Norman Osborn. The focus would be on Green Goblin. And I think it could work. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying this is like in excitement because I think that could work.
I just don't want them to. I don't know, bro. Because when they talking about Captain Marvel gonna be the face of the MCU, it's like, damn.
I don't see it.
I don't see that shit working for nobody. Because
I
you
don't
got Spider-Man. Okay, I get Wolverine. They can
I
bring in
would have
Wolverine.
did Doctor Strange.
I mean, they gonna bring Wolverine in. Yeah, hell yeah, Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange should be the face
so
of
who,
the MCU.
who are the
universe.
characters that you actually believe in could thrust Marvel forward? Doctor Strange.
I got Doctor Strange.
Spider-Man. Black Panther.
I hate to admit this.
When they bring
I
in
hate
the
to admit
mutants.
this.
The mutants, most definitely.
I hate to admit this, but I just think, and this could be like social commentary too. We don't have to take it there, but I don't think we will see as much out of Black Panther as we should in terms of a narrative. I don't think that we will.
Because
I don't think it's gonna happen.
But they already downplay him because Shuri's the smartest person in the MCU.
And I don't think they're gonna capitalize on that.
They not, bro. They just said that shit during Black History Month to get the niggas.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna capitalize on these things.
And Infinity War.
What did she do?
She was the main component of trying to take the joint out of Vision. They didn't have to do
No, but like, I'm not saying that these characters won't be involved.
If she was the smartest person in the
like
MCU,
I could probably say right now we gonna get Black Panther 3. I could probably already say it right now. Because Black Panther 2 is going to sell well.
Yeah, Black Panther 3 is
going
going to be 50 years old.
well. But my whole thing is, but that's not, the character and all of that ain't even an issue because you can honestly fix that. Black Panther is actually an easier character to do that with than a lot of other characters. Because it's a king. So they could take, and the thing is, they operate independently. So if Chadwick Boseman get to a point where it's like, we need to move past this character, Black Panther is one of the easiest ones with that. Because they could just be like, okay, somebody new is in line to be the king. And it doesn't have to be, like, T'Challa doesn't have to be Black Panther because it is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's not like they doing this change in the actual comic book.
Right. You're right.
So, like, that one, I'm not even worried about that. I just don't think the character of Black Panther is going to be, like just like that. Like, let's take that exactly what I just said as an example, right? He's an easy character to replace if the actor gets old. It wasn't easy to do that with Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man. Mm-hmm. It's not easy to do that with Captain America. You know, it's hard to do it with people like that. But with Black Panther, you kind of got like a little bit of a cheat code there. That's another reason why he should be in the forefront. Because it's easier to keep developing the story on that character than it is for a lot of other characters. But I don't personally believe they're going to utilize the character like they really probably should.
I feel like at first I didn't fuck with Doctor Strange because I thought it was kind of corny. But then in Infinity War, it was like, damn, like him and Tony Stark had similarities. It was like they really need to have him at the face of the MCU, but it's like they really gonna do some corny shit. I'm telling you, bro.
I'm not really. I just need to see more. I don't want to be too judgmental without seeing more.
From Doctor Strange?
No, just from Marvel in general. But like, I just don't. Right now, I just don't feel like I kind of feel like they might go through the Star Wars effect. When Star Wars, yeah, I know, but that's how I kind of feel.
What you mean?
So like, here's the thing: Lucasfilms, when they sold their rights to Star Wars, they gave them scripts that was essentially like comic book material from George Lucas, right? Disney went off of that. Like they just did, like they took the material and it was used, but they just kind of wanted to go in their own style with it because they was trying to think like, how do we move this forward for the future from what he doesn't have writing on, because now we have all of the rights to it and we got to keep this going even if he doesn't want to. There's nothing holding him from still writing more Star Wars material. So they said, well, let's just start doing that now, essentially. And they went off the material, and it just wasn't, like, you started just getting bad Star Wars movies.
Yeah, I've
like, Mandalorian was huge for Disney. They weren't expecting it to be that successful.
What is that, a TV show?
On Disney Plus. It's really good. They were not expecting that to be that good. They didn't even have merch. Like, you know how much they care about. You know how much Star Wars merchandise is like. That's $1 billion company damn near in itself. It's a huge company. They didn't even make merchandise for Mandalorian. Like, they weren't anticipating it to be as big as it was, and ended up blowing up into this huge. It's like a cult. Honestly, in a couple years, especially if they do more seasons, it's going to become like a cult classic within Star Wars. That's how well this first season was.
Right.
So it's like the whole Baby Yoda thing. Like, look at just that alone, and that's just one aspect.
Right.
So it's like they kind of got bailed out with that. Where I'm thinking Marvel might be like on the early stages of what the Star Wars franchise just went into, and they gonna end up needing in like 2 or 3 years, like something big, like how Iron Man was for Marvel. They haven't like really built the character.
It's gonna be Spider-Man
up
though.
Like that. But like I said, they
right
already
now,
working with that, and it's just not.
Spider-Man in high school, they're gonna have him for another 10, 15 years. So he gonna be the figure that's loved like Iron Man was, or they're gonna have Reed Richards come in. But I don't think they gonna go that route like with Star Wars. Though.
What they gonna do with Spider-Man knowing all of these years that? Let's just not even say Spider-Man, Peter Parker, the character. With all of these years, Tom Holland gonna look like this little 8-year-old.
He not though.
I know he gonna get older and he gonna mature. Like, I get that, but like it's gonna take time.
I think it's gonna take time. Bigger though.
Yeah, he gonna have to get bigger, and it's a lot of little things with that's gonna have to change. His voice gonna have to get a little bit more, bass in it, and that's gonna come. It's not he's a growing young man.
He's 22.
Yeah, these things gonna figure themselves out. I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying.
Wait, I be thinking that nigga like 16.
If he needs time though for that to happen, like how are you gonna get these narratives off with Spider-Man like that? Like how you gonna have this little height in the movies? He a teenager. How you gonna have this little teenager who just can command like Captain Marvel and Black Panther and all of these people, or at least impact them like that? Like this dude is this little high school kid, and I mean I get it. You could kind of grow off of that, but it just dog. Like you need to have somebody in there that was like Tony Stark. I just don't see those.
I feel like Reed Richards and Doctor Strange have to come together and be like
Reed Richards. It would be a great time to bring him in.
Him and Doctor Strange have to come in together. Not come in together, but him and Doctor Strange have to work together.
Yeah, like it need to be those older, like the men, the men that's established.
Mystical, and then you got the tech with Reed Richards. But
if Bruce Banner wasn't such a fucking, if he wasn't such a, whatever the fuck this is, because think about this. This would be a great time.
Kevin Feige.
This would be a great time though for Bruce Banner
to be smart,
to be like, to be like the guy that like got his own troubles with the Hawk. That's still, because that's always a part of the narrative. But at the same time, he doing everything he can to just solve this next problem that they get. And it's like the stress. Like you could emphasize the stress on him being able to have to combat his own personal problems and these problems that the world faces as him being a superhero. And that's kind of like relatable because we got, it's a huge relatable point that could be used in a narrative setting. Because we all have felt like that at some point, where I gotta battle my own shit while at the same time I got this impression and this way that I have to maintain myself in front of other people. Mm-hmm. Like little shit like that. That makes the character of Bruce Banner just so much more relatable, and you could and that's a great narrative lead. And the bigger part of it is he a fucking grown man that's smart and that can figure things out. Like he shouldn't be this jokey character. Thor, I'm actually like, I'd be cool with it with Thor if there wasn't so many other characters that were like that.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Hulk, Iron Man was like, you had all of these characters that was like goofy, haha.
Because they had, like, the way they did Thor was like a drunk dude that was just strong, like a brawler. It's like, bro, he's literally a god, like a ruler. Like, yeah, I could understand some, like, his first movie, I could understand he was like jokey, like just getting used to Earth. But after a point in time, it was like, okay, we literally seen him serious one time.
I get doing it for the likability because, like you said, like in the first film, you're trying to make this character likable to people who may not know anything about Thor. So, like, adding in humor, stuff like that, like, I get it. It's just, there's no bounce back. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing that really bounces back on the character from that. Y'all got anything else on you know, Marvel and everything like that?
No.
Okay. Let's see. It's really like everything basically news wise has just been delays. Rob, did you see Castlevania? The newest season?
Nope. Never
It's
watched it.
it's worth it. It's okay. It's pretty good. First season was good. Second season was really good. Third season was kind of like but it was still it still was okay. It's got a good little narrative that goes with it. I recommend Westworld. Have y'all seen Tiger King?
No.
Nope.
Bro, that shit. Oh man.
Watch Dave.
Okay, I heard that was a really good show to get into.
Fucking show. Funny
Bro,
shit.
that Tiger King shit, it just seemed like it's
What's
like
Tiger
no
King
chance in hell. It's about a tiger owner who, like, he owned like over 350 tigers.
I'm getting deja vu.
In one place.
I feel like you told us about this. What is it on Netflix?
never heard
Yeah, it's on Netflix. No, I couldn't have because this shit just came out.
Word?
Yeah, it's like a documentary.
Oh,
The
shit.
dude like supposedly put a hit out on this chick who was like a part of this conservative that was like trying to prevent him from having ownership of the tigers.
Yeah.
Bro, it's nuts.
put a
I'm
hit
telling you
out?
right now, you're gonna be sitting there the whole time like this is some white people shit.
Where he
bro.
from?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
Bro.
He got all these tigers in Oklahoma.
Bro. And he
Doing
not the,
what?
here's the wild part, he not the only one. And here's and check this shit out. Bro, the whole shit it just seemed like it's like you watching it and you just like this
And the
can't
tigers
be
never
for
attacked
real.
his ass?
He
Nah,
ran
cause-
for president.
He did.
Yeah, and he ran for the governor of Oklahoma.
Yeah,
He
that
was
nigga
a
lost.
homosexual man who had 2 husbands that were straight.
What?
Yeah.
How did?
I'ma just that's just
Two,
man.
wait.
Whoa there.
Yeah, bro.
Hey there.
Two
hey
husbands
there.
at the same time?
Yeah,
How can you marry 2 people at the same time?
because it's his rules.
It's Oklahoma, nigga.
Not
Wait,
even
so
that.
he
He straight up said in the movie.
He really
He straight
became
up said
the
in the movie,
governor.
like, nah, we just does this my way, pimp.
So he
Bro,
really,
in one scene, the person got injured. He was the paramedic.
he really.
Is this a movie?
No, it sound like it sound like a Ben Stiller movie or some shit, but this is real life.
He really
It's
won
like a
governor?
Ben Stiller movie.
He ran for governor.
Did he win?
No,
No, of course not.
hell no.
Nigga like that, bruh. That's why that booty
Bro,
cage nigga
it's
wasn't on
so
there.
fun. It's
Buttigieg,
so.
Buttigieg.
The chick who is trying. I don't want to tell y'all all of it. I just want like y'all need to go watch it and be like, this shit is some nutty
It's called Tiger
white
King,
people
bro.
shit. It's called Tiger King. The Platform was a really good movie to me too. I highly recommend The Platform. It's just that shit, like especially with everything going on now. Like you know how everybody stole the not stole, but you know how everybody like during this crisis took like all the paper towels and all of the toilet paper and like nobody left anything for other people.
Yeah.
That's basically what the movie The Platform is with, but with food. Like just food in general. I don't want to give too much of that away either. But I really, especially like with how people acting now, I just recommend you go and watch that because that shit was pretty good. Rob, I don't know if there's gonna be too many delays on this because of everything going on.
It better not be about no anime.
Yeah, well, it's kinda. Yes, no, it is.
You better not be
I don't know. Delay wise, I don't know anything yet. I don't know anything.
the Demon Slayer movie.
I think it is probably.
Oh,
All of it is,
this
bro.
Demon
All of it.
Slayer.
If they was still, it depends on if they were still working on it though. I don't know.
What about the weekly animes though? They still dropping them?
They
right?
still going.
Alright.
They still going strong. I don't know. Maybe they could scan everything
And
to
Boruto,
each other.
Oh, and in anime news, Boruto is actually about to start
Into
manga
the
arc.
canon stuff. I'm so happy.
Oh,
I
finally!
am so
These
okay.
niggas
So
been
we gonna
capping.
talk. We gonna talk about the manga, but before we get to that, okay,
Manga been booming too.
there is something that I found out about 2 years ago, but was sleeping on it even though I found out about it and was kind of into it 2 years ago. Okay, and that is manhwa. Okay, so manhwa is manga, but Korean. G.
That shit fire.
Crunchyroll is getting ahead of this shit, and they like, you know how they got like their own studio now, their own animation
Oh, they
studio.
trying to animate that shit.
They're animating. No, they're not trying to. Like, it's dropping this summer.
Oh shit.
2 of the series I really, really like. Noblesse, I think, is gonna be getting animated this year too. But the other 2 are this one manhwa called what is it called? Oh, Tower of God.
I heard
Really,
of that.
really good. Really, really good. Like, great story. And then it's another one called Solo Leveling, which is also really, really, really good. And then I know you like to read the stuff like I like to read it. And there's another one. This is the one that I've been reading for 2 years. And hold on, jeez, how did I forget that one's name? I haven't read it in a while. But it's a horror one, dude. I hope it gets animated. Dude, like they kill it. And the thing is, the chapters are real short because they like webtoons, kind of like Made in the Abyss was. But it's just still really, really good. And these ones, they got 400 plus, 500 plus chapters at this point, so there's plenty of material to read. But shit, I can't. Hold on. Sweet Home. That's what it's called. Sweet Home. That's the other one. That's the one that's kind of like horror-y, but it's still just really good. It's just they really good. I highly recommend you check them out.
So now you watching it? Crunchyroll already producing some shit. They already produced some shit or no?
This summer is the release of all of them. But yeah,
It's gonna
like
be in Korean?
Tower of God. That's a good question. I really don't know.
niggas been used.
I think it might just be
niggas
like
been used to hearing Japanese niggas.
no.
Say nigga
Well,
all
it
the
don't
time.
sound that much different. Korean and Japanese don't
Yeah,
really sound that
they
different.
Right by each other.
Yeah,
so
it's really not that bad. Like, cause I watch you saw Parasite?
Yeah.
That was Korean.
That was?
Mhm.
Dead ass?
Mhm. See, you don't even notice it.
Oh shit.
You don't even notice it.
Parasite was good, but that shit was boring though. Cap.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of, but
That
it was.
shit dry.
See, the thing is I don't know. I don't necessarily laugh with Korean humor, but it can entertain me.
Yeah. What's that?
And that's just what got me through that film. Cause it was so many moments where I'm like, I know that this is really funny to them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could just kind of like I don't know. I can get entertained by that. I don't know whether it's a cultural thing or whatever, but it'd probably be in Korean, I think. But I think because Crunchyroll is doing it and they don't have anime studios in Korea like that. From what I understand, it's like it might be one.
Yeah, there.
So the fact that Crunchyroll is doing it, it just might be one of those things where it's available in every language. So if you do want to hear it with the traditional Japanese, just because you like it, there probably be a dubbed Japanese with an English translation.
Niggas listening to the fucking English version. Why? Just watch it in the native language in which
it sound better to me.
What, in native language?
Yeah.
If it's a Japanese anime, why am I watching it in my language?
Ain't Dragon Ball Z in
I can read subtitles perfectly.
They translate them, but they originally are Japanese.
So you don't like watching the English stuff?
I hate watching.
See, here's my thing.
Why? Because the
you
voices
wanna know,
sound different?
The voices
yes.
sound different, and it doesn't enunciate because the Japanese language is different. How they enunciate.
Yeah.
So it's like they don't be doing a little.
So it's like in Dragon Ball Z, you know how they got pretty much everybody noticed the Kamehameha, like Goku's little super move where he do the little thing with his hands.
That's Japanese.
Yeah.
Right. So, but what?
No, that's a Japanese saying.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. But it's from Japanese.
I thought it was like words he was saying. I didn't know what the fuck that was.
It was his little power thing,
Yeah, I know, but
Kamehameha.
I thought Kamehameha meant something though.
It might. It honestly might, and I would like be like, damn, I'm shocked I didn't know that. It honestly might. Kamehameha may actually be like something in the Japanese language. I don't know, but it could be.
Oh, because they ain't translate that in English. Probably means some. Okay.
But the point that he's trying to make is like when Goku would do that and he does little Kamehameha, they in Japan, okay, it's gonna line up. It's gonna perfectly line up. But you know how like in the old Chinese like kung fu movies it'd be like, and I know what to do. Like it's not that bad.
Oh wait, this is an anime though. So how would
in animation?
Oh, they just dub it over the Japanese
it's
voices?
not. It's not like it's not remotely the Chinese movie. How about it's not any. It's not nearly like that.
It's kind of like.
But if you watch it in the English translation after watching it in the Japanese translation, you can tell.
You're just gonna notice the difference.
You can tell, yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And my biggest thing is if you're because anime is like one of the biggest industries in Japan, like huge. It's like they're Hollywood. The voice actors are like the voice actor of Goku in Japan is like the U.S. equivalent of like Brad Pitt. Okay, so imagine the amount of like you loving that shit. Like a voice actor over here is like, oh, what you need me to do? All right, I gotta do this Tuesday and do it
you
Thursday.
think that they getting some world renowned ass?
Nah, like that motherfucker ain't putting that
miscellaneous nigga. They probably get the janitor to do fucking names.
Just somebody who you sound like you could be a Goku.
Do it. No,
it's like that. Damn.
No,
but
we don't know necessarily.
No, I'm saying like that's the type of quality it is.
In my opinion, yes. Cause like they over there, it's like you are the superstar if you voice this character. And yeah, like you the superstar. Like yeah, you gonna put some superstar in that shit, not some like oh okay I did this and then last week I did Sonic.
And to me sonically, you know how different languages have like a tone to them. Like I feel like the English language is kind of like a neutral tone.
Yeah.
And then French is kind of like more eloquent and everything like that.
All right, guys. Thank you. I know that was very abrupt. It ended really, really abruptly, but we're gonna have the second half of that coming out on Sunday. Thank you for your patience. What I'm gonna do is just have a little bit of music to kind of guide you out of here, and then we are going to go from there. Thank you again, though, for listening to another edition of Croco's Corner. We love you, and we enjoy having you guys so much. All right, enjoy. We got Rob, myself, Niall, aka Croco, and Derek with us on this one, guys.
I met a traveler from an antique land who said, 2 vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand a half-sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read, which yet survive stamped on these lifeless things. The hand that mouthed them, and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear: My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away.
You're just doing that to get even. Don't pick up the pieces, just leave it for now. They keep falling apart. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my old ways. I can't blame you, no. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my always. I can't